There we go.
I have no clue who you guys are talking to, so.
Could you hear that at all? Probably not.
Are you catching Mike? I didn't even know this shit was like this, but I kind
You
of
set up
like it.
Like some weirdos.
Do you?
Can
you hear me?
Yeah.
You come back from the liquor store.
Can you like? No, not really. There you go.
Maybe if I loosen this up a little.
Maybe, yeah. All right, now we're good. Let's restart that. Ready? 3, 2, clap. Somebody clap. Cool. Ronnie, Raji. Cool. There we go. Okay. We're going to try this a second time. The mic's burn on. Episode 7 we shot last 2 weeks ago before Ronnie went to Trinidad is not coming out. With that being said, this is episode 7. How the fuck you doing?
Doing good, man.
Good.
And
I
now,
miss you guys.
I
stole it from you. I stole it from you.
Fuck
this time.
him.
This time I win.
Yeah, because I literally like told him how much I missed him like twice this week. I was like,
Literally called me, bro.
I was like, hey,
Yo, what you doing? I was like, not much. What's up? He says, I don't know. I miss you guys, man. You didn't do the pod this week, bro.
Yeah, even
I miss you
Ronnie,
guys.
the man. You know what I'm saying? Even Ronnie, my man. I was like, yo, man.
It was good.
I miss talking shit with you guys.
Oh
man.
yeah, bro. Throw this in whatever. I don't have papers on me.
Sure.
Okay. So where do we want to start? I have a couple topics here.
Okay.
One of them, we can go Civil War. I'll start with 2. We can either go Revolutionary War or current events.
Revolutionary War.
Okay.
300.
Okay. Do you ever hear of a guy named Baron von Steuben?
Actually, I've heard his name before. Not too sure who the fuck he is.
Okay.
But I know I've heard.
So
the
during
fucking name.
this Revolutionary War, like we sucked.
Yeah.
Like we sucked.
Yeah.
We were horrible at war. Like we were awful. Washington's best quality was retreating. That's all he was good for.
Saving men's lives.
That's it. I mean, now that's a phenomenal thing to be good at. Don't get it twisted. But he couldn't win a battle to save his fucking life, right? And none of the fucking dudes that were fighting for what would become America knew how to fight in war. Like these were just like back-toothed redneck fucking hillbilly idiots that picked up a musket. Now, you say idiots, but obviously everyone knows farmers are like probably the smartest people on the planet. But
they can fucking predict the
Yeah,
weather
literally,
for a fucking year.
like
And you
farmers
get a,
are the smartest
get a farmer's
people ever.
almanac.
Yeah, they're the
nigga.
smartest people ever.
One of the closest
But-
to fucking true
But so like
forecasts I've ever
it was
read.
like December of 1776 or some shit like that, and they're in like Morristown. Shout out, gang, right?
Yeah.
And they're fucked. Like they're demoralized, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so then there's this guy. He comes in, and he brings a letter of reprieval to Washington, stating that he's like a French general in the French Navy, right? And that he, upon his own commission, came to help like the Americans win the war. Okay. Now Washington was a little fucking reluctant to trust this guy because he had all of these like marks of reprisal and like all this cool shit that he did, but he didn't have any like evidence to support some of the accomplishments he said he had. So it's like, all right, you got medals, but like you're talking about winning battles and wars that there's no documentation for. So Washington's a little apprehensive, but he goes, you know what? We kind of need the help right now. So this dude, Baron von Steuben, spends like, I think it's like 2 months with the Revolutionary Army, the Continental Army, and trains them how to be like fight in the way of the Europeans. And that's what was one of the biggest tide-turning moments. Phenomenal, right? Baron von Steuben is arguably one of the reasons America exists today, right? Because without his input in the war, we might not have won. Great. With that being said, the truth behind Baron von Steuben is hilarious. Okay, so this is a French dude. Was never a fucking general. He might have been a colonel. Like, maybe has been a colonel. Problem was, he was a disgraced colonel. All right? And every army, like, he went to the Moroccan army, the French army, the British army, the fucking Russian, he went everywhere. And everyone in Europe was like, had the lowdown on this guy. Like, no, he's a fucking pedophile, dude. We don't want him in the army. He's a fucking pedophile. So no one took him into their ranks. And this dude goes, you know what? Let me get on a fucking boat. They don't know I'm a fucking pedophile. And then he helped us win the war. Like, so now, just think about, like, some fucking dude just like, oh, yeah, I like the boys. And it's like, no, dude. Like,
Swedish.
sound
French.
who gives? He's German, whatever the fuck. Who gives a shit? Baron von Steuben is probably German. Who cares?
Sounds like a
He's probably a Hessian soldier now that I think about it. but like it was just some like it was very. I was sitting there like watching this like this Revolutionary War documentary, and I'm sitting there thinking like, there's no shot some dude spent like, because think about travel back then. This dude spent 9 years being declined of being in the army because he was a pedophile. Spent like 2 years on a boat and was like, all right, I think I'm good here. And he did so good. Everyone was like, yo, no one fucking went like, yo, have you heard about this guy? He's a freak.
He's a freak. That's funny as hell.
I don't know. I thought it was very funny. I just thought the story of Baron von Steuben was very funny.
It is. It really is.
No, it's fucking actually hilarious. I mean,
Some
Was
fucking.
he like-
I'm not gay. It's like, all right, dude. You love hanging out at churches, though.
churches. It's like, why are you at the elementary school every day again?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Von Steuben?
It's so funny though. And I was like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, there's no way this dude crossed the ocean to avoid.
The children
being
must
called a
learn how to
pedophile.
fight as well.
I was like, he just wanted to reinstate like the old Roman army, where, like they have boy butt slaves that just travel around the legions and just get fucked into submission.
That's crazy that that's like,
Yeah.
they used to be real life.
Well, how about wasn't there like I think it was like northeastern Africa or something like that. There was like a tribe where like the way of the warrior was transmuted through semen, and so like warrior men would force young boys to suck them off and swallow their cum. And that's how these young boys became men, is that over enough time, if you sucked enough cum, you had enough power inside of you of the warrior spirit, and that's how you became a warrior. Is just by sucking dudes.
Man, what the fuck are these? Where these niggas is from?
I think it was like Africa or some shit. Like northeastern Africa.
Northeastern Africa. Where would that be northeast? So like Morocco or some shit?
No,
or
Morocco
like,
probably northwest. That's
are we? Oh, I did got it
Yeah.
mixed up. So that's like Egyptian.
like south of Egypt type shit, yeah.
Yeah, so that might even be like Eritrea, Djibouti.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, Eritrea and Djibouti, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, close,
Yeah.
like a little bit north of Somalia and
Yeah.
shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
They would like cut each other's dicks off and shit. It was nuts, dude.
I mean, the savage life of the East African like way in general. Like I actually like at first I was kind of like, damn, that sounds crazy. But like you telling me like these niggas is from Djibouti, like these niggas,
They're from Djibouti and
Like-
they love Djibouti.
not even about Djibouti, nigga. They're right above Somalia. Like I know exactly why they was like, nah, bro, we're all gonna be gone soon. Like if these
yeah.
pirates are coming and they're ripping us a new a-hole. Like
It's nuts.
that's one of the craziest. The only reason that I know about Djibouti is because of my 10th, 11th grade history teacher. She made history mad fun because she was like one of those weird history teachers who loved death. Like she loved talking about the guillotine and different ways that people died back in the day and shit. You know. I also believe
She
that
liked to be choked while she got
I also believe that she coincided with one of my other teachers to kill his wife, who was another teacher in the fucking building, because now they're married.
I'm sorry. Can you please do me a favor?
What's
I'm
that?
gonna hit the YouTube, like double tap the screen, go back 10 seconds, and restart that for me. What the fuck
Alright.
did you just say?
I'm
All right,
not.
all right, all right.
What the fuck?
Every time I talk about this teacher, I can't help but like spread
What?
my truth about this bitch, because like
What the
as
hell?
much as I like her, I'm not gonna say her name so that way if she ever does hear this shit, like
She knows who she is.
her and her husband don't try to come and attack me.
Yeah, she knows
It's
who she
rewind
is, though.
time.
But she knows who
But-
she is.
But pretty much,
She'll sip her wine real hard that night.
let's start from the beginning, all right?
All
It's
right.
rewind time.
Look,
Yeah, story time. Let's go.
I'm a freshman in high school, right? So, I was a freshman when she first came into the school, but I didn't have her, so I didn't really know her like that. You know
Not
what
yet.
I'm
You
saying?
didn't have her until your sophomore year.
Exactly.
That's why you still like her to this day.
I don't
'Cause
like
you
her.
had her. She
I,
let
li-
you
I
have
liked
her.
I liked the way that she made history.
Were you
because
statutory raped, Raji?
I was not.
Okay.
Excuse me. All right. Let's get back to the story. So we've got a history teacher and an English teacher. Not
Okay.
the teacher that I'm like. The history teacher's a guy. His
Okay.
wife is like the English teacher / like she helps disabled kids sometimes, and she's like a assistant teacher. You know what I'm saying? She's a helper teacher type of thing.
Okay.
And so one day, randomly, like, you know, you kind of see the history teacher I'm talking about, Miss whatever, because I'm not saying her fucking name.
Right.
They're crazy.
Martinez.
Yeah, sure. Let's say that. Miss Martinez and the other history teacher, the male. He's a Brit. He's a Brit. All right. He's got red hair, and he's like he fought in the war back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like
Which war? Nam? Gulf Coast?
the Britons, the Britons, like the Brit Wars.
Man truly was a colonialist.
Like okay,
He was a colonizer. By almost the most pure definition, he was a colonizer.
look, we'll get into that.
I like it. Keep going.
We'll get into
My
that.
kind of dude.
Look, to be fair, his wife was not attractive, right? You know what I'm saying? I did
What subject did she teach?
assisted in a lot of subjects.
Yeah, she definitely was not hot. Hot teachers teach English, and they don't have assistant teachers.
This nigga's
Now,
right.
That's facts, though.
He's right. He's just telling the truth.
now, mind
how it
you,
is.
this
The
guy,
assistant
this
teachers
guy,
in English class
this,
have giant tits.
this guy looks very young. Like you know what I'm
Okay.
saying. Even to this day, he still
Really?
looks very
Good
young.
for him.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
awesome.
So like the new history teacher, Miss Martinez, she obviously I guess they started hanging out on the low, and everybody kind of started chitter chattering
Yeah, we
about
knew.
it in school.
Right, even the students.
But like like the students, like students, teachers. I used to be in the teacher lounge listening to teachers and shit because I had to do some detention or some shit, and I used to act like I was doing work with my headphones on, but
Of
I
course,
didn't have
that's
shit
the name
playing.
Of the game.
Okay?
That's literally how you go through high school.
And so pretty much what I heard is like, isn't it weird how so and so are always together? Like, how does his wife feel about it? Mm-hmm.
Wait, so dude was already married
Mm-hmm.
and started fucking the gremlin on the low.
I believe so. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Just gotta make sure I'm on the same page with you.
Okay.
Keep going.
So that I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we're about 3 months into the school year. Maybe like, if not, it's between 3 months and like right after Christmas break. You know what I'm saying? So we're about like between Halloween and, well, not even, more like Thanksgiving and like Valentine's Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're around in that time.
Holiday season.
Exactly. And so randomly, an announcement comes on that his wife, Mrs. Blase, passed away in her sleep. Now, mind you, this happened last night. The night before, this man is in school. Like nothing's wrong. Like, and he doesn't have the slightest bit of grief in his eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
The day before she was dead,
no, the day after. Like, he's in school.
he did that shit, is what you're saying.
Nigga, yes. Nigga, yeah, 100% I still believe to this day.
Whoa.
And, like,
So you think, now, wait a minute. Because this is important information.
she choked on throw up in her sleep and they sleep in the same bed.
Was she hot?
The
Who was
teacher-
hotter, the one that's dead or the new one?
The new one.
The new one's
She's
hotter?
younger. She's hotter.
He killed his old wife so he could get young, new, fresh puss.
I think she was in on it. I think she was in on it because of how much she loves talking about death. And she's so infatuated with it. She loves talking about the Black Plague.
Yo, so you think she like concocted the poison shit and like convinced him to do it?
Maybe it was something that he was already thinking of doing, but she was like, don't be all messy with a pillow and strangle her. We could just do it like this. Cook some dinner for her or some shit. And have it this way. Months after,
Whoa,
like I'm talking
bro.
months after, one of my boys to this day still lives across the street from them in my old town because he lives locally. A few months after, she was pulling up to the crib and his kids are calling her mommy. And they're still together now. I believe they have another kid together. And it's like, it was overlooked. And I was just like, this shit ain't crazy to nobody.
You're the only one that saw the signs.
I'm not the only one though. It's like with the adults, everyone overlooked it, but the kids were like, "This nigga killed his wife, right?" Like
The whole student body was running around the high school talking about, yo, you murdering motherfucker.
yo, he literally pressed my boy one
Why are
day.
you biting it when we have scissors?
I'm
Habit.
I'm ghetto. Yeah,
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't have scissors in my car.
That's fair enough.
It's more of a day. But
true.
yeah,
Crazy,
yeah.
bro.
So pretty much one day he approached Trace. You feel me? Like, cause Trace and another person in his grade was like literally talking about it in his class. They thought they were whispering.
And they're not.
He holds them
Wait, time out. Are they black?
up. Black and Spanish.
They definitely don't know how to whisper.
Yeah,
Let's keep going.
100%. 100%. I agree with that. But actually, I won't, because I could fucking whisper. I'll whisper in any bitch's ear if I was single, but I'm not.
The only time POCs know how to whisper is when they're erect.
Shh, gotta be real quiet with this. That's funny.
That's a good. All right, that's a good bit. That's a good premise. I like that. All right, keep going. Keep going.
But anyway, like he literally stops them from leaving the class after, like, you know, like, and he's like, wait till after class. Fuck you. Again, fuck you. I do this all day. Please don't do it again.
Please, for the love of God. You can break it on the page all you want. Black Morty's coming out to play.
He's literally like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard what you guys were talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, now carry along. Now carry along? Like,
you don't feel no type of way about this?
you're not, like, we're talking about your dead fucking wife. You're not going to clarify anything for anybody? Nope.
See, I heard you.
And it's like,
That's a threat. No, that's like a textbook threat.
100%. Bro,
like,
we already know he's a killer.
I heard what you were talking about. Okay, you can leave my classroom now. But no, I know what you're talking. I heard you. I bet.
Don't let this shit get around the town.
Yo, nah, bro. What the fuck?
Bro, like, yeah, bro. Like,
that's some wicked ass shit, bro.
Wicked ass shit. But isn't that crazy how this story is like all stemming from Djibouti? From the country Djibouti, because that's her favorite country, Djibouti.
I bet it is.
So if you hear this, bitch, don't press me, because I've got info on you that you don't think no one knows.
I will go to the feds.
Nah, fuck that. I know where you live. You don't know where I live now.
It's true. That's crazy, bro. The closest I came to that in my high school is we had a gym teacher at the high school who had sexual relationships with multiple women. And by women, I mean like sophomores.
Oh.
And then guess where they put him? I know what you're thinking. County? No. The middle school.
Oh.
Nice.
And then after 2 years of probationary behavior at the middle school, he earned his job back at the high school.
All right, so since we're going to stay on this topic,
my fucking school was just like, yo, keep raping these girls, dude. You're doing great.
Nah, my school is not with that. Like, my school is trying to cut down on any sexual activity from anybody, because, like, my school for a long time, I don't know if they still are, probably though, because we grew up as some whores, truly. We had the highest, like, teen pregnancy rate in all of the county, and I believe out of the county, we were the highest county for pregnancy rates in general, Somerset County and shit.
In the state, yeah.
I
think you were, yeah, for sure.
Especially back in that day. Like,
yeah, for sure.
What I'm saying? Like, I'd be lying if I said there's not, like, at least 4 girls that were in high school all at the same time in my grade alone that were, like, pregnant together.
Actively, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're, like,
taking, like, pregnancy photos together.
Their kids still fucking hang out to this day.
Yeah, like, they're 7 years old now, and they all, like,
you know what I'm saying?
go to kindergarten together. Yeah.
Like,
oh, of course. It's nuts, dude.
There was girls pregnant in, like, 8th grade, 7th grade. Those sex bands came out. Usually, like, the 7th graders and the 8th graders got them and up, you know what I'm saying? In my school, like, there's, like, 3rd and 4th graders with sex bracelets on.
Well, you know what's crazy, though? And you said sex bands, and I know you were talking about the bracelets.
Yeah.
But, like, and, like, the jelly ones you would, like, pull off.
Yeah, if you pull it off, you gotta do
this. Right.
It was 3rd and 4th graders,
when you said sex bands, because what we do for a living, my brain immediately went to, like, bands that sing about sex, right? But the funny thing is, like, in the Bible, like, they talk about percussion of being a source of the devil. That, like, overly percussive music is evil because it draws back your inhibition and your impulse control. Like, it was like this weird thing that, like, that's why no gospel, like, that you would sing during mass or whatever has percussion. None of it.
Well, maybe at like a Catholic church.
Well, yeah, Catholic especially. Catholic especially, yeah, Baptist church especially. I mean, I know a drummer who plays at Baptist church.
Yeah, and they're going wild.
You know Jazz, right? His older brother Brandon plays drum at like 17 different churches.
Word. No, that's dope.
So that's a very good point. But
we should get him in for some live percussion for a song or something.
Yeah, he's really good. He's like really good. But I don't know. It was, you said sex bands, and in my head I went. It's kind of funny because around that same time period is when the sexualization in music started to become acceptable. Mm-hmm. Right? I know you weren't talking about music at all. You were talking about bracelets.
No, but it's
but
true,
it does. timelines all kind of coincide, and when too many things line up like that, it's no longer a coincidence to me.
No, it's not. I mean, it's never been a coincidence. I've never seen it as that.
All right, so
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so I'll get somewhere with this.
But before
go ahead.
you do that, I don't want to forget this shit. It's like, because you said like the sexualization in music and entertainment started becoming more like
acceptable.
Yeah, because like, look, it's not that a nigga like James Brown wasn't saying no crazy shit. Like he was saying the same things essentially, but he did it in a
different way. Yeah,
where you'd have.
He
to
didn't tell
guess
you I was
exactly.
gonna blow your back out and you gonna ride this dick like you a rodeo clown. Like that's not what he said. He said
pressure's rising.
Right.
Can you feel it?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple, but like, and back in that day, that was enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now, like, the overstimulation of what's going on in the world.
But it's also like, I feel like people have lost, especially in art, in our genre of music that we kind of cohabitate as a main source of where we go, it's lost its direction to a degree of artistry by way of meaning. And what I mean by that is like, there's no symbolism anymore, right? There's no... All right, so I was talking to Shorty last night, and she's like asking me questions about my music and shit like that. And I'm explaining to her, and the way I described it, I said, so you know Jordan Peterson? Mm-hmm. So you ever seen the interview he did on Lex Friedman? So there's this quote, and I actually have it clipped out for you because I knew I was going to talk about this. I'll send it to you. I have it clipped out. But they're talking about, you know, the logos. You know what the logos is? It's like the biblical idea of like the truest, most good thing in the world type shit, right? Like what matters the most? What is the most real thing possible, right? So he goes, all right. Well, he's like, I look at it this way, and he's like, I've been writing about this, but he goes, all right. Well, what's real? And he goes, all right. Well, matter is real. So, all right. Well, that's one answer. What's real? What matters is real. Right? And he goes, all right, well, what is the most real of what matters? He goes, all right, well, pain. Why? Try arguing it away. You can't. He goes, so pain must be the most fundamental thing. And he goes, well, what if there's something more fundamental than pain? Love. Because when you're in pain, the only thing you have is love and truth.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you have. So maybe love is the most fundamental thing. It is the logos. It is the truest thing we have, is love. Right?
How can someone hurt you over something that you don't care about?
There's a million ways to interpret it.
Or how can a person hurt you if you don't care about them?
And then she goes, she said earlier in the day, she said, I love that your songs are about love. And it's like, yeah, because at the end of the day, my job here as a musician is to spark your soul. I want my songs to be the flag that stamps the memory of the most significant thing that happened in your life. Like, I want you to think of my song the day you got married, the day you had a kid, the day you graduated. That's the type of shit I want. That's the music I want to make, right?
Real shit.
And so it's all centered around love. Because it has, now maybe it's like, all right, well, it's happy because of love. Or I want to kill myself because of love. But at the end of the day, it all comes the fundamental truth of love. That's all it is. That's all it is. And I don't think the approach of music today, especially in hip hop primarily, comes from the foundational center point of love. I don't think it does anymore. I think it used to. I don't think it does anymore.
It used to, for sure. I can agree. It doesn't come from love anymore.
I don't think it does.
And I think that subconsciously it does. But like if we're talking about like people were doing it on a conscious level, you know what I'm saying? Whereas in now
people made a concerted effort.
Like subconsciously, like subconsciously, like you are talking about love, but the way that we're doing it for some
I have a better way to put
some
this.
matters.
I have a better way. All right, ready? WAP. Is WAP about love? You would say no. Your instinctual reaction is no, right? I would argue it is. It's the wrong kind of love, right? Because it's about worship of the self. It's about worship of the flesh, right? something completely innate to you. You didn't work for that. I mean, like, obviously, like, there's a degree of, like, you have to work out, blah, 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 whatever, eat healthy, blah, 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 all that, great.
Yeah, take care of your surgery stitches afterwards.
Great, phenomenal. Yeah, like, spend the 6 weeks in Colombia to make sure you don't come back with a scar on your stomach. We got it.
Oh, man, you just go to Dr. Miami.
Well, that works, too. Some bitches don't have that money.
Yeah, because it's America.
Yeah, they go to fucking Ronald Acuna Jr. in fucking Venezuela.
Good guy.
He's a good guy. Hits homers. But he knows his way around a fake tit and a baseball.
Sure, he's a great pitcher.
Ronald Acuna Jr. is like, I think he's a left fielder or a shortstop, but he hits home runs like crazy.
He's a great pitcher.
But it's like, all right, like there is an element that I agree with you with, where it's like, all right, yeah, WAP is about love, but WAP isn't about love as the element. WAP is about self-love and the worship of the flesh, of the vagina.
Yeah.
It might be about love, but is it the essential element of love?
No.
That's not what the song's about at all. It's like there. I would argue there might be, like, I agree with you. There are still some songs today that are about love, but I would argue that it's probably not the best kind of love, form of love.
Well, because I think the view of love on today's society is not where the real love, comes from. Like,
okay.
What do most girls talk about, like, in their song, like, female artists? They're like, if you ain't got a bag, you can't have me.
True.
So they're obviously,
True.
Pretty much women are looking for a come up. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not looking to actually work for themselves. And even if they do have a bag, they don't feel as if they're, like, it's not.
Not
it's
all
not
women.
in.
I don't want to generalize. I want to let that be known.
We're talking about the social, the social norms, I guess, because a lot of people are thinking this way.
What you see on Instagram and like
100%. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yeah, like you could fuck me if you got a bag. You can eat my pussy if you don't got a bag. But, like, either way, like, if your bag leave, I'm leaving. Like,
right.
So it's not you care.
I'm not there for you.
It's not that I'm there for you. I'm there because you're benefiting me in ways financially, socially.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
you're
it's
upping
like
my stock.
Exactly. You're upping the price of her is going up. You feel me? And it's like,
okay,
I can understand that, but like,
yeah, but bitches stock options now.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, why?
And, like, dudes just like NBA players just dead out here just trading stocks.
I mean, bro. I'm not saying that that's a fact, but that's kind of
how society. To look at it.
That's kind of how society.
That's a really good way to look at it.
Putting it,
and that's fucked up too, because didn't that come from like empowering women? Wasn't that the idea that like being a whore and acting like a man was like to empower women? It's like you've literally turned yourself into a monetary commodity, where most good-natured men, you can't put a price on a woman. She is priceless. They're infinitely more valuable than us as men. We are expendable, and they are not. It's just that simple. But when you quote-unquote, empower women to act just like men, have you not just turned them into a monetary commodity? Quite literally equaling a dollar amount?
Is what I'm saying.
Is that... Am I bugging, or is that crazy as hell?
Nah, but look, that's the whole point of everything, is that's what the world, or at least the world that we're living in, you know what I'm saying? That's what they view love as. Oh, well, if you really love me, you'll get me a Fendi bag. Bitch, who said that I'm going to be able to afford you a Fendi bag without literally tiring my whole financial system out? Fuck you. You obviously don't care about me at all, because if you did...
It's like that Joey Badass clip, right? You seen that clip? I don't know what show he was on.
Yeah, but he was saying...
talking about like a man with purpose.
You'll never be his
first
priority.
priority, and you need to be okay with that.
100%.
Because by not being his first priority, you are his first priority. The only reason he's so focused on his work is to take care of you.
Look, that's what I try to explain this to my girl actually all the time.
Sunflower?
I'd be like, yeah, exactly. I'd be like,
we got. All right, keep going. We got.
I got you, but like, I try to explain to her. I was like, the fact that you have my time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I'm a very busy nigga. Like, it doesn't matter what anybody has to say or think about me. I do a lot of shit. Like, even if it's for my personal growth, or it's for other people, or it's just in general to keep myself afloat. I do a lot of shit. So the fact that I'm giving you the extra time that I usually have to myself, like should tell you enough about how I feel about you. Because if
Brother.
I was like, look,
Brother,
I was like, I hate to say this.
I didn't wear the beanie in front of her. Think about this for a second.
You're not wearing the beanie in front of anybody right now.
Exactly. Think about but
You got a compliment like
no, but Dad, think about this for a second.
Nah, that's crazy.
When was the last time you ever seen me without the beanie?
I met you.
I don't think you've ever seen me without the beanie, bro.
I'm looking for it on hand now. I don't
I
see
met
it
you
on
with
hand.
it, bro.
Yeah, literally. I don't know what else I would get you for Christmas but a beanie. Like,
I have an idea.
I mean, obviously there's more ideas, fucker, but
No, trust me. I know what he's talking about, and I'm gonna punch him in the face.
No, we've
talked. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
gonna punch him in the face.
Me too, but it's gonna be softer than he'll punch you in the face. So just know you have 2 punches at least coming.
But the
to
problem is like, I can't be yo. All right, we can't do this right now because I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. All right, I swear to God, I can't do this right now. I will lose my mind on him. I will, and he's gonna get so much enjoyment out of it. And I can't stand it.
Yeah, we won't. Do that.
He loves every second of this.
We won't
right
do
now.
that.
Just
We won't
seeing
do
me
that.
fucking squirm in my chair about this is making him so happy. Yeah, like Mr. Burns. The plan is coming together.
It's either that or another option.
What's the other option?
Alcohol.
Oh, I don't do that. That's a bad option.
Yeah.
It's never a good option.
Never.
I literally only drink here, bro.
Seriously?
I don't drink. You have to understand, like, I grew up in an Italian family that, like, every extended part, like, when I was with my aunts and uncles, how about, like, there wasn't a bottle that had not been completely, like, drained, like, vacuumed dry. Like,
100%, bro.
I don't need to drink, bro. I'm good. Also, my older brother provably developed, like, adult onset diabetes because of drinking. I'm good, bro. Like my dad's biological mother died from diabetes when he was 5. It runs in my family. The last thing I need to do is intake sugar and alcohol. I don't need. I'm already overweight, and it's a miracle my fucking blood pressure is perfect. I'm not kidding. The amount of salt I fucking eat, but the only thing I drink is water, except for Tuesdays.
Yeah, I mean, exception of my Sprites, I do mostly drink water. I mean, Max will tell you when he
I'm
first
on
met
water,
me.
coffee, and smoothies, bro.
When he first met me, we both would stand together looking like 2 whales. Like we were both big as hell. We were like both at least like 240.
I was when I met you, I think I was 257, like somewhere around there. Because I was at right around that time is when I was like my heaviest. Because I was already heavy going into Loft, and then I remember because I was putting in so many hours and like neglecting myself to like make my stamp and like prove myself, I gained mad weight on top of my fattest. Oh, bro, I was fucking huge. It was disgusting. It was fucking like the fact that I'm under 180 right now is a goddamn miracle. I'm not kidding.
Yo, the fact that I'm under 200 right now is crazy.
It's a goddamn miracle, bro.
I haven't been under 200 in at least like 8 years, and that's like talking about from like sophomore year in high school type shit. Like, and I was forced to like gain weight like as a high schooler because I went from a tight end to a center in a matter of like 2 to 3 months. Like, I don't know if you know anything about football, but like those are totally 2 different like assignments, bro. I was a skill player. And they was like, yo, you're just one of the strongest people on the team. And, like, we know that you're going to be able to block people who are bigger than you.
Facts.
So we need you. Like, and we know that you can snap the ball and block because you're just an athlete. And he, like, kind of hyped my head up. And I should have fucking said no. But I'm glad I didn't at the same time. Because all I wanted to do as a kid was just be on the field. I didn't really care where I was. I was like, nigga, the fact that they're asking me, somebody who's, like, my first year at center, I was, like, 185, 190, but I was, like, bulking up as the season went along. So, like, for me to actually keep that starting spot and be doing a good job at 185, and I've got 200, like, 190s, and, like, you know, my first year, I had a big-ass, like, line. Like, there was, like, 240s, 250s, 230s on there, and I was the center, and I was holding my own weight. You feel me? Like, so,
good for you, bro.
And I was,
That's
like,
dope.
and by the end of the season, I was probably, like, 210.
Too bad for drugs and crime.
Yeah. Yeah, but, like, I was 210 by the end of my junior year, And then by the time senior year season came around, so like the start of my senior year,
Right.
I was probably like 230, 225. So like and this was all pressured weight that I felt like I did
Yeah.
1 year of being skinny
Yeah.
on the line. I was like, nah, bro. I was still getting pushed around some plays because like, bro, I'm going up against niggas who's like freshman year commits to Penn State, Will Fries and shit.
Oh,
you know what I'm
really?
saying? Yeah, like literally, like
Yeah.
he was.
That's
the
how
same,
high school football is,
he
man.
was, he played in Cranford. He was the
Yeah.
same age as me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up playing him
Against
when
him.
I played
Right.
Cranford. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
kind of the same situation with me and Jarrell Peppers.
Yeah, but I
Same
believe-
exact thing.
I was in middle school, I believe, when he, I think his sophomore year, he played my school, like before he went to whatever
Mitch.
school he.
Yeah, because he ended up going to Mitch.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
but
no,
I'm saying
the
before-
private high school.
yeah,
I think he
the
went. Did he
private
go to Don
high school.
Bosco?
I believe so. Cause
Yeah, I
my
think he
little
went to
cousin
Don
there,
Bosco,
too.
yeah.
My little cousin went to Don Bosco.
Yeah.
He came out pretty nice too. He went to Buffalo University.
Fire.
Or University of Buffalo.
Yeah, same shit, different
That
toilet.
Shit's fire though. I didn't know how far Buffalo was.
It's deep, bro.
2 Septembers ago, I was gonna go up there because
It's
they had
deep.
a game like the day before my birthday. You know what I'm saying? And so like I had
And go
already,
party with the football team for your birthday, bro. That'd be fire.
Yo, I thought so, but like it's 6 hours away.
So what?
I thought when we woke up that morning,
You thought it was like 2.
three and a half. I thought it was gonna be a 3.5, 4 hour.
Yeah, I
trip.
missed the
And then
game.
did we miss the game? We didn't attempt. Like
I didn't even go.
I literally told everybody like we woke up early thinking that like yo we're gonna need like 3-4 hours. I looked at the map to see exactly where Buffalo was and I was like oh shit we're driving to Canada. I was like oh fuck like they're right by Niagara Falls.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck me. I was like we're not doing that. I was like no offense,
fucked
but like
up.
it's my birthday.
I'm not
it's
doing that shit.
Saturday. I got plans at the club. I'm not doing that. Like I already paid for.
I'm not
table
driving
at the
12. I'm
club.
spending 12 hours on the highway for a football game.
Bro, yeah. And
I'm not doing that.
That was a pretty lit weekend myself. I'm glad I didn't do that because I would have missed out on a lot of stuff with a lot of people.
There you
got
go.
to hang out with a lot of people.
As long as it mattered.
I got
you know?
I got a crazy video like of that. I got to show you guys off camera for sure. But it's not that crazy, but it's just like crazy, like you know. What
Fair
I'm saying?
enough.
Once I tell you the backstory, nothing crazy in the video, but I don't want to show nobody's face who was there. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
And keep it private. You know me.
All right, so you ready? Here we go. We need your help.
My help.
Yes.
Whenever Firo.
Okay.
Looks like a
Whatever,
job.
fear.
We need a nickname. You got Sunflower.
Yep.
I need one.
Okay, well, describe her a little bit without describing her.
Coco from fucking Foster's Home. Cuban and Dominican. I swear to God, it's the exact haircut.
He's right.
I'm not. He knows her. Like this is not a joke. Exact haircut.
Facts.
Cuban and Dominican.
Yes. I need your help. I need your help because I don't have a name. We need a nickname because I gotta refer to it on the podcast without like throwing.
Was she light? Was she like what is she like?
Well, it just needs to be a flower. I don't give a shit. This just needs to be on the
okay.
same vein as sunflower.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
All right.
You can be wild racist and just go straight to Spanish Road.
I got
No,
you.
call her Catalia.
What the hell is a Catalia?
I learned it from Colombiana. It's
Okay,
you
I'm
know
about to
what
Google
saying?
that. I'm about to Google that.
Yeah.
Catalia.
It's a beautiful flower. It's like an orchid almost. If it's a real flower. Maybe they just made that up for Colombiana.
No, it's a flower. Ooh, yeah, it's like an orchid. It's exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Pink,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, I'm with that.
Yeah, word. So Catalia.
I'm with that. Gangbusters.
New contact name.
Facts though, I'm about to throw that in parentheses. You think I'm kidding?
No.
You think I'm kidding?
You think I'm kidding?
You think I'm joking? I'll put it in right now.
Catalia.
Ah, what's up?
Ooh, Catalia.
Oh, she's fire.
Word.
She cool as hell.
Ah.
Yeah, bro.
You already know who
Yes,
it is.
bro.
Oh shit.
Yes, bro. But it's
You've heard it here. If you've been DMing us, you need to stop
facts.
because we're both off the market. Nah?
I can't say that yet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
However, let's
But
go with
he's-
99% chance I'm off the market.
And I'm still an E-boy.
But
99%.
it's not, you know.
E-boy.
It's not in stone yet, so
he's
I
just-
guess
his whole goal is to marry a 2D bitch.
a 2D bitch.
Yeah, and not a double D, like 2D.
Oh, a
Drawn on a piece of
If
paper.
you animated, you know where I'm at.
He just wants to be an e-boy. He's gonna pop on the Oculus and calm forever.
Yeah, I got the control. Yeah. Give him a hug.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, Deli. Like, with what you're
So
with
funny.
what you've just spent your money on, we're not gonna talk about it here because these YouTubers fucking definitely don't deserve it. Even though we love you, tune in.
Patreon needs to know the
Yeah.
knowledge. We could do that as a
Yeah.
Patreon segment for
Yeah,
you.
but like,
Okay.
On some, like, minor shit, like, yo,
you
let's get people
you might
rich.
be finding yourselves and like yourself encountering a whole bunch of 2D bitches. Like, I like,
On God.
He just wants to plug in. That's it.
yo, bro, trust me.
Yo, guys. Hold on.
Oh shit, we got Deli talking his shit on the YouTube. This motherfucker.
And listen, he might have found a 2D bitch though, because he was
You
on the
already
phone.
know how this sex going.
He said, you know what's crazy though? Is we was playing Overwatch last night. And I obviously stopped playing for a little bit, for like an hour and a half, because I was on the phone. Clearly, I was on the phone. Shut up! Don't give me those fucking. Don't give me that look. I don't care about your SR. Mine's still fine. I'm still plat 4.
You're still gay.
Whatever. Ask Catalia about that shit.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that was fucked up. That's apologized. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
That was not okay.
Just
Can't
shows
do
up
that.
at the door.
Yeah, I can't do that. You know, her fucking the jalapeno sense just started tingling in the back of her neck. He's wilding right now. I can hear it. He's wilding right now.
I can feel it in my
Yeah,
bones.
yeah, it's so funny.
I must go.
I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Who cares? Who gives a shit?
2D bitches.
Yeah, 2D bitches. So he was on the phone. This man took a little break his damn self.
What are you talking about?
Shut up, Ronnie. You good here? Like, I'm
What?
not your mom,
My
bro.
nigga, what are you
I am
talking
not your
about?
mom's, bro.
I have no recollection
Listen,
of
would
the
you rather
popular
keep it a
occurrence.
secret or let the dude who got unspoken riz 2 states away help you out?
I have no recollection.
She from your parts.
Oh, yeah?
Connecticut.
Oh, that's not where I'm from.
I know it's not where you're from, but I know it's where you hang out sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
What part of Connecticut you hang out in?
Oh, different parts. Norwalk, Hartford, Windsor. What's that other place we go to sometimes? Bloomfield, was it called? Or Bloomfield, something like that? I don't know. I don't be looking at the signs and where I be at too much. I just be like, send me the
Connecticut.
location.
What's the general time that it takes you to get from, call it, all right, your house to mine, or your house to there? 'Cause I know you don't leave from, you leave from where you live right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so from there to there, how long?
Well, to Norwalk,
Yes.
probably like an hour 45. It's not that far. And actually, from here.
So that means,
from
all right, so that
here,
means
it'd
Norwalk is
be
probably closer than
Norwalk
Danbury.
Norwalk. No,
Yeah.
they're like
right next to each other.
kind of close to each other. So
Okay.
like I think Danbury is right after, or like
Gangsta.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But like they're
Mad close.
they're in connection.
Danbury is like a suburb of Norwalk.
Yeah,
Copy.
because Norwalk is where they have the big ass aquarium. It's kind of like their city and shit.
It's like Newark to them.
No, Hartford is like Newark to them.
Okay, what's Norwalk?
Norwalk is
Union?
Yeah, it's kind of like a union.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
kind of like you kind of
Okay.
maybe don't want to live here, but
Right
you like
around
they,
it?
they have a whole bunch of shit. Like they have a
Yeah.
whole bunch of shit.
You
that
come
you
here for
wanna
7
keep-
hours a day
like,
and then go home.
Yeah, like, you want to keep close to here because there's shit to do, but you don't want to live by the shit to do. You want to leave.
It's like Hawaii. I'm fine to like spend a week or two. I don't want to live there forever.
yeah. I don't want to brace for hurricane season every year.
Yeah, and I don't want to get like a fucking alert that there's like a bomb coming from North Korea or some shit. That happened, you know that?
Yeah.
That was like a real thing that happened in Hawaii. They got like a drill like a couple of years ago that like there was a missile coming in. Like it was not a drill, it was what the drill said.
Bro, speaking of Korea, this is so off key, but did you hear about what happened in South Korea? There was like some type of shit that happened, and like 100 people died from the party of the Halloween party, like trampling this weekend. Like 100 people died, 120 other people were like injured from being trampled by people because I guess somebody was firing shots or something. I don't know
What the
exactly
fuck?
what happened, but I got a friend who's in the military and he's in South Korea right now, actually.
Wow.
See if I still have the like little picture and video he sent of me. He wasn't in that action, but he saw it all go down, and I was like, damn, because I as soon as I found out, I hit him up to see if he was good. I was like,
Right.
yo, my boy, you
Right?
you all right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, hey, I heard about that shit out in South Korea. And he said, indeed, a lot of bodies. Like, that's what he says. I'll show you the messages after. But he shows me, like, this picture. And, like, that's, like, that's every like, the whole...
That was the mass shooting dude.
Yeah, I believe
That's crazy,
I believe
bro.
so.
Yeah, but it was like, I think he killed like 12 people.
Yeah,
a mass
and then,
shooting.
And then, like, I guess, what's 100 minus 12? What's that, 88? 88 other people died from being trampled, I guess.
Jesus
And then
Christ.
120 other people were fucking injured from that
The whole
trampling
thing,
and
yeah.
maybe from the gunshot wounds and shit
Crazy,
too.
bro.
But
I mean,
that's
do they know why he did that shit?
they don't have any idea why the fuck that
Crazy,
happened.
bro. It's crazy as fuck. And your man's was like right around the block.
Yeah, like he so pretty much from
Nuts,
my
bro.
understanding, he like just left when that shit was happening and he was like on the
Say
other
what you
side
would
of
about the
he was
hills of
on the-
Montana. Ain't nobody shooting that shit up. There's a peaceful life out there, bro.
I mean,
I
we
start
don't know that.
romanticizing that shit more every day, bro. Because my pops got the cabin up in Screw Lake. It's like it's about 6 hours up in New York. It's like almost parallel with Buffalo, a little bit more north, but it's on the side of New York that like creeps.
it's
So
on,
like
it's on the eastern side
Yeah.
of New York.
yeah.
So like you'd have to go up Brooklyn, most likely to like go through Brooklyn.
No, you can still go up
You-
around. You can still go up around the city, like
you
yeah,
go
yeah,
up 90, like up 95,
Yeah, yeah,
or like around up 287 or some shit.
yeah.
Because going back,
You basically just go into Albany.
okay,
and
so
then you just
yeah,
go north.
Definitely would take 87.
Yeah, you just go to Albany and go north.
Yeah, 287 to 87.
Yeah.
The Madge Dijon.
But it's like I don't know. I spent mad time out there like last year, 2 years ago, type shit. And when I came back, I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, this shit out here is bullshit, bro. Like for real. I don't know, like I don't see that shit happening up there. Them motherfuckers is happy as hell. It's
Well-
nobody's got a fucking Rolls Royce. You know what they got? Quads,
Yeah.
guns, right? Like,
Yeah, that's like people who live in like the suburbs of like Virginia or some shit.
yeah,
like
exactly.
One of my dad's best friends when I was
Fuck the
younger,
city, bro.
we went on a trip to Virginia, and it's one of the most memorable trips I have because this nigga whooped me with a lotion bottle for some reason. I don't remember why. Because we went fishing, and I didn't know how to eat fish, like, you know, with bones in it, because I was a little kid, and he whooped my ass because I didn't want to eat it because he wouldn't help me with the bones. He was like, just pick them. I was
Yeah,
like, I don't want to pick fish bones. I'm a kid. I was like,
Yeah, I'm
this is-
7.
This is gross. Like,
it's a horrible experience
I
for
was
me on
like,
the side of a
I was
river.
like, this nigga's got eyes. Like, he's got eyes. But either
Oh, I
we
gotta
went-
show you a wicked photo.
we went down there, and his best friend's like crib was immaculate. Like the swimming pool, 16 feet deep. You feel me? Like 4 foot to 16.
You want to talk about the eyes?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Just keep that in the button.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. So look, it's like a 4 foot to 16 foot pool. It's huge. You know the crib like got at least like 6 to 8 rooms in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's cheaper than any shit that you can get up
Find out here, yeah.
in Jersey.
Crazy,
But like he had a lot of businesses and stores and shit, so he had paper, but he was low key about it. That's why he was out here in Virginia. But the amount of fucking quads that he had a fucking garage
Yeah, I bet.
that was for his quads, and like niggas work there when he comes.
And
home.
I bet you like 30
Like-
miles into the woods off of his house, there's like a fucking hut with like a bunker with like 10 years worth of canned goods. I bet you.
Probably.
That's how they live.
Probably.
That's how they live. Because
But,
the
like-
best part about those canned goods type shit is you do it once. It's good for.
Long times.
So it's like
Much of,
it's not like it's like you have to do it forever. You literally do it once, and you wait. And when the fire fucking rains down from the sky, you actually have a place to go. Like I've kind of accepted the fact that like, especially like right now, like as we get like the threat of nuclear war is closer and closer every day.
If you want to survive nukes, this is
There's
some
no
real
way to
shit.
survive them.
No. I'll tell you.
I know
look,
right now in America,
in New
there's
Jersey,
like 38% of the population that aren't millionaires that actually will survive it.
so
The rest of us, like in suburban, like coastal cities, and all 13 colonies, we're fucked.
yo, listen real quick, right?
We're all fucked.
Listen to me real quick, right? Listen to
You
me.
gotta get to
real
the
quick,
top
right?
of the Appalachian Mountains before you even think about surviving.
No, or
And then you gotta go inland to
or-
like Montana.
Or so if you didn't know this, any school that was built and still standing from World War II, most of their basements are shelters. And you can definitely go down there, and if you go to
What good is the shelter if it's not properly kept?
Oh, it is still properly.
Oh, with like
properly
storage of food and
they store food down there.
I
still.
doubt it.
At least
I
in
doubt it.
my old school in the
doubt
basement, my janitor took me down there. Shout out to New Mike. Shout out to New Mike. That's my boy. Because we had an old janitor named Mike, and then he retired, and then the head janitor that came was a new guy. And,
named Mike.
Yeah, named Mike. So
Okay.
it was so easy for us to remember who the fuck he was, and we just called him New Mike. You know what I'm saying? You still ain't coming out.
Got him.
Got your ass.
That's my pops got that motherfucker at the cabin. They want to talk about the eyeballs, motherfucker. I just said hi.
Nah, word, that shit's hilarious though. I can't lie.
He said that cheese looks very good.
God,
Motherfucker.
He said, "Sir, I'd appreciate it if you let me go."
I can see clearly how the rain has gone. All right, what do we have time-wise? 52? All right, we might as well. All right, right now, ready? You cool with cutting it in a second?
Okay.
Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Word, bro.
Rest in peace, Takeoff, bro.
It's really like I'm tired of talking about shit like this. Like
It really
I'm
is
at this. Well, it's not even depressing. It's like, what the fuck else do I have to say about it that I didn't say about P&B, that I didn't say about Pop, that my stance is still the exact same thing. We're just gonna have the same conversation we had on episode 1
Real shit.
about
Real
P&B. Like, why am I gonna rest in peace, Takeoff, and I'm gonna leave it at that because if I'm tired of talking about it. Like, just revisit episode 1. You'll get where I stand.
100%.
That's all it is.
It's bullshit.
I'm not gonna waste 30 more minutes on it the same way we did on P&B.
It's not that we'd waste time on like celebrating his life or expressing how wrong it was for him to pass away, but like the sentiment of what we're saying is that like it's no need for fucking violence to be going, especially for these fucking stars.
So stupid,
it's,
bro.
It's dumb as fuck, and
He's 28 years old, bro.
That's where we just cut it right there.
Yeah,
'cause
just
I
cut it,
fucking-
bro. I'm gonna start getting mad.